Shalom, everybody. Shalom. Just wanted to make sure I had enough space on my phone this time. Last week, I was in the middle of preaching, but I went ahead and I continued to preach for another hour and a half. You know what I mean? And since it wasn't recorded and it wasn't on YouTube, I could just tell people straight out what the MOTB is. You see what I'm saying? It's not about the people or your emotional standpoint. Okay, it's not about your emotional standpoint. You see what I'm saying? Okay, it's about what the Lord wants. Okay, real talk. That's what it's about, man. And a lot of people don't understand that. They don't regard the Lord, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. They don't care about him, you know. And they go to church. Look at all these people out here, man. They're all coming back and forth from church, man. No bullshit. Going to go worship Cicerone boys and punk bitch homosexual superstar, right? Anyway. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth to do well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Yeah, it's kind of windy out here today, you know, but I'm gonna try to do the best I can. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to put these pictures out here. You see what I'm saying? You know, so all these people come from church, right? You know, see that one over there in the corner with Cicerone boys, you punk bitch, right? Next to the Amalek, next to John 8:44, ye are your father the devil. 2/3 of our people that should be cut off and die. The name of the Lord, see the biggest life. See the name of the Lord over there by the light post. Okay, and the name of the Son of the Most High God. Okay, those are my new ones. Then you got 730. What do you call it? Not 730. What are you talking about? That the 7 heads, the 10 horns is NATO, right? I got World War III, explaining to people what the fuck's going on. You know, I have to give people pictures. I have to give pictures to the people so this way they can understand what's going on, because a lot of people, they think that they're just gonna walk right up into the kingdom of heaven without having to have paid for any of the things that they do, right? Jesus loves everybody, he forgive me. So that means Saturday night you can go to the club, pop a bitch, get some pussy, box, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Do some gang banging, all that old stupid shit. You can do that, and then go to church the next Sunday and all your sins is forgiven. Okay? But the church is full of women with cleavage showing, all kinds of decorative ornaments around their neck and around their ear, right? Nose piercings, and then they got the umbrellas with fake hair. You know, and they call themselves worshiping Jesus Christ. They going up in there to see if they can catch a fucking man. That's what it is. But, you know, I ain't about that today. Today I was gonna preach. Oh, Salaki, I left my lesson in the car. I'll be right back. Like I had to give my lesson. Okay, people was tripping. I think yep. Okay, today's lesson was about the Great Tribulation, because I've been taking notes like the brothers told me to do. I'm gonna continue to take notes of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You know, like it says in Isaiah, thine eyes shall see thy teachers, right? And I didn't bring my telephone today where I could just get right on the internet and get it right away, you know. So, I mean, forgive me for having so many different biblical scriptures in my head that clash with one another, you know, because they're precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, you know, they crash in my head. That's the reason why I had bought a phone, but I left the telephone that I was going to use for biblical scriptures at the house on the charger, trying to hurry up and get out here, you know, so I could catch these so-called Christians calling themselves Christians, going to church every Sunday to worship Cicerone boys and punk bitch superstar on the corner I just showed you. You know, goddamn one of the 3 Musketeers. you know, the gay homosexual boyfriend and sister Ray Poison. See, that's what they worship. That's what they worship every Sunday, man. All these cars, that's where they coming from, man. I'm telling you. You know, this is Wichita, Kansas, man. These motherfuckers go to church, okay, religiously every Sunday. Okay, the church is full. The cops ain't got nothing to do for an hour to 2 hours between 9:30 in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Ain't no crime nowhere. None. Okay? It ain't none, I'm telling you, man. It's been like that for goddamn decades. You know, ain't none, man. After that, when the church let out, all the criminal elements come out. Now watch, as I'm out here preaching and giving glory to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, by preaching his righteous word to those willing to hear, okay, you're gonna start seeing individuals come out of nowhere with their boom box and basin and all that other bullshit they go to church and worship that allows them to keep on doing. You know, see that Sister Ray Poison, one of the Three Musketeers, you know, he allows the people to do whatever they want to do. That's the thing. But the Great Tribulation is about to start, because as far as I speak as a man, but when Donald Trump get up in there, okay, as president of the United States, the first thing he gonna do is chip the illegal migrants. They want to be a citizen. They want to continue with their benefits, universal basic income, UBI, that they get, that credit card with money on it that they get, free insurance benefits for their family, a free vehicle, a voucher from the government they get. If they want to continue with that shit, they got to be chipped with the visa, the national visa tracking system that Donald Trump is going to rename the shit. Okay, but it's actually the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. Okay, the MOTV that the Most High God warned you by law, oral law, not to take. He told you not to take it because it's going to split all of society on a global scale straight down the middle. Those that believe on the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and those that believe in white man. White man's in control. The system, society. To participate in the cashless society, you're going to have that radio frequency identification micro sub-processor, that subcutaneous grain of rice underneath your skin in order to purchase and buy things and go through the RF scanner at the store, okay, to buy groceries, right? In order to, you know, and if you purchase something that they don't like and they don't want, okay, what they'll do is they'll put it in a deal where it ain't gonna do you any good, right? You can't buy it. It'll tell you can't have it. If you go to the store, you want to buy some vitamins to keep you healthy, the scanner might not accept, okay, you purchasing those vitamins that are vital for your health. This is the wickedness of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He takes the vitamins and minerals that God gave us freely in fruits and vegetables and clean meats and fishes, right? And what he does is he separates that and makes it a genetically modified organic food, plastic, right? With food coloring and food flavoring, and takes all of the essential vitamins and nutrients and minerals out of it and separates it and puts it in a goddamn in a health food store, a whole food store, okay, separates it from the regular groceries that you purchase, okay, and make them more expensive than the goddamn food. Hey man, Esau is wicked, man. Do you hear me? He was made and created straight out of his mama's hole, okay, to be the wicked. He was made to be adverse, which means complete and total opposite, a carbon copy of all righteousness. He was meant to do every goddamn thing backwards, okay? Upside down, man. The Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai destroyed 5 cities, okay? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Abinawim, Zoar, Admar, Sodom, and Gomorrah. He destroyed 5 cities full of homosexuality and all of that other bullshit. Now, Esau Edom says it's legal that a preacher, and it is against the law for a preacher to refuse to marry two men. It's against the law to refuse a preacher to refuse marrying two women. It's against the law for a preacher to refuse, listen carefully, to refuse to marry a man and his goddamn dog. Okay? You can Google it, or you can go on your YouTube search engine and find out how many acts of immoral, what they call it, bestiality. Type that in, see if I'm full of shit. I bet you can see how many charges of individuals that got within the last 3 months. I bet you they're all individuals from the Caucasus Mountains. Let's just put it like that. Okay? Real shit, man. Okay? And they made it a law, man, for a preacher or a pastor or a minister to refuse to marry sodomites, Gamorites, okay? LGBTQ, Zoar, Abinawim, Admar, Sodom, and Gomorrah. Boom, all five are back again. Like it says in Ecclesiastes 3:16, oh no, Ecclesiastes 1:9, there is no new thing under the sun, right? Let's get it. Okay, hold on. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that hath been, right? Because we all know that Sodom and Gomorrah, Abinawim, Admar, and Zoar had already been, and the Most High God rained fire and brimstone from heaven. If you go over to the place that they've designated which would be Sodom or Gomorrah in modern day Iraq, and you pick up one of those stones, it'll burn your fingers right to this day. Okay? Real shit. They go over there with a Geiger counter that measures radiation. It goes off the fucking scale. They put fencing around it to keep people out from getting radiation poisoning. To this day, man, that shit jumped off them 12,000 years ago. Okay? Or whatever amount of time it took. You see what I'm saying? I mean, these hey, real shit. The brother Ashiyar for the election, 3. Ashiyar Yahushua for the election, 3, or GMS All Precepts 144. That brother, okay, or GMS Upon Precepts 4, that brother, okay, he made a video a little while back. I wanted to record it, but I never got around to it. And they took his channel down with that information in it about where they found the actual place of Sodom and Gomorrah. They found it, and the dude picked up one of those rocks that had rained from heaven, right? And it was still radioactive, and it was still hot, man. Between what, 6,000 and 12,000 years later, it's still hot. What the fuck? To the touch? Come on, man. You can't tell me the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is not real. These Edomite devils is telling you to your face that God ain't real. White man is God. You know, all that other goddamn bullshit. The Most High God is the God of the Israelites. He is not the God of everybody in all nations. That is the fear of God that has been taught to you by the precept of men. Men taught you that shit through the Catholic Church. They tell you in order to get into heaven, you gotta pay money in the tithe bowl. That's where that shit came from. Okay, evangelical Christian punk. If the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, blessed be his holy name, okay, had made it legal, or made it illegal, or legal for you to pay tithes and offerings, because Abraham paid tithes to Malach Tazadok, right, the king of Salem, the king of peace, who we all know as Yahushua HaMashiach, Okay? Because, you know, the heaven is the throne of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and the earth was his footstool. So how can you put him in a body? How can you put him in a building the size of a matchbox on the map? Really? Okay, you can't do that, man. It's impossible. So he had a vessel, a tabernacle that was created without sin, which is his son. The Father is a spirit. He controls the minds and the hearts of men, like it tells you in Job, chapter 33, verses 14 through 17. So ain't no free will. Okay? Ain't no free will. Do what you want to do. Bullshit. Whatever you're doing, the Most High God wanted you to do. Today, yesterday, tomorrow, and forever. Whatever it is. Whether it's doing drugs, if it's committing a crime, or whatever. The Most High put it in your mind through his servants, the angels from heaven, to do exactly what you're doing. Because the night before you commit a crime, or the night before you do drugs, or the night before you do any goddamn thing, the Most High says, like it says in Job 33 and 14, he whispers in your ear your instructions for the next day. Roughly paraphrase. Okay? And that's what you do, man. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's written there. And if you can't understand that, that's your fault. Okay? That's the reason why the Most High sent the apostles and prophets of Great Millstone and other righteous men out there standing up for truth and justice in the earth one last time to tell you to your face, like it says in Isaiah, thine eyes shall see thy teachers. I think it's Isaiah, where was I at? Hold on. Let's finish up with Ecclesiastes, right? The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. Okay, so we all know that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, Abinawim, Admar, and Zoar. He flooded the world, and he only saved 8 people. Out of all them billions of people that was back then, he saved 8. That's it. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons and their wives. That's it. Fuck everybody else. So all of that bullshit that you talk about out of the side of your neck about God loves everybody is a lie, man. No, he doesn't. He does not advocate for you to continue to commit sin and wickedness and then go to church on Sunday and ask God to forgive you, and then Monday you start all over again. That's not how it works. Okay? It's called abstinence. To abstain from wickedness. To abstain from sin. 1 John 3 and 4 tells you, he that sinneth transgresseth also the law, for sin is transgression of the law. Now, if it's telling you that the law is still in effect in 1 John, which is the New Testament, why in the fuck are you going back telling everybody in the world the law's done away with? Wait a minute, you hypocrite. What about tithes and offerings? Tithes and offerings is part of the law. The law's done away with. Why are you paying money to these bastards every Sunday? Why? As a gift? Really? Well, the state of Kansas where we at, they have a gratuity tax. So you're supposed to get taxed on that. Well, these preachers at church, they got a 501c3 tax exemption. They can only preach a certain thing. They're muffled. They got a muscle on their mouth to tell the truth. Okay, they tell you what they want you to hear. They're not going to tell you the truth, whether you will hear or forbear like they're supposed to. Okay? That's the reason why the Most High God in heaven, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, is going to exterminate these motherfuckers for being false prophets and apostles. Okay? All right, let's go to Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. Okay, so like it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10, for we must all stand before the judgment seat of Hamashiach to give account for the things that we have done in our bodies thereof, of the things that we have done, whether it be good or bad. Roughly paraphrase. Go read it yourself. Now, if we're going to be judged by the Son of the Most High God in heaven, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, his son is Yahushua Hamashiach. Yahweh, the word Yahweh or the name Yahweh means he is or he exists. And the name Yahushua means he is the deliverer, or he is salvation. It's that simple. Okay? Esau Edom tries to corrupt it, corrupt the truth, corrupt the ideology of the truth. Okay? And by doing that, make everything that you read about the Bible mixed in with confusion. That's the reason why he sent us out here to set you straight. Okay? And give you one last chance here in these last days to repent and keep the commandments to the best of your ability. The grace and mercy that has been afforded you by Yahushua only covers the elect in keeping the law. Okay? It only covers them when they make their mistakes. That's what grace was for. That's the reason why his blood was shed, to cover the hidden ones, found in Psalm 83, verse 3. Okay, the hidden ones are those that are hidden from the fact that they're Israelites here in these last days. Our job, okay, is to come out and preach to your face, standing boldly before the face of such as have afflicted us, right, that make no account of our labor. Our labor is to teach you whether you will hear or forbear the truth. That's our labor. We, Elder Apostle Gavar, Elder Apostle Tahar, and Elder Apostle Ramlab, and the other apostles, man, they've been out here for over 35 plus years, damn near 40 years, man, preaching on the street corners, telling people the truth. They don't need no goddamn microphone. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, they convinced me to go. If they can do it, I can do it. Okay? Not everybody is a preacher and apostle, I agree. But I was fully persuaded by these men of the truth. And so, in order, knowing that my people, where my people live at, in my town, somebody had to teach the truth, because there wasn't nobody down here teaching the 100% truth of Great Millstone. Everybody's on that GOCC or that IUIC bullshit, wearing purple with goddamn dreadlocks down their back like a bitch. Okay? Real talk. For example, you got this dude over here, he got dreadlocks. See him getting in the truck? Oh, you missed it. Well, it's all good. You know? He got dreadlocks. You see what I'm saying? So, my job is out here is to do what I can to bring and to enlighten you and to bring light to the truth of the gospel and give people an opportunity to see the truth of what I'm saying. Okay? Because these Edomite devils don't give a goddamn, man. They're going to destroy you if they can. You see what I'm saying? Right. Now, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16, moreover, I saw under the sun, the place of judgment. Where is under the sun? You see the sun behind me, right? The place of judgment is here on earth. That wickedness was there, right? The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. Job chapter 9, verse 24. All he does is push his wickedness and lies. Psalm 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. Estranged means divorced or separated from God from the womb. Right? They're separated from God right away. So God is not looking upon anything that they do except the wickedness that they do. He doesn't look a thing about righteousness. In the book of, I think it's in the book of Ecclesiasticus, okay, that these devils, I think it's 14 and 9 or 14 and 25, okay, that these devils, you know, they regret doing anything good. Oh no, I'm gonna go see. Like, hold on, let's see if I can find it. Ta-da! Okay, let's see if I can find it. Ecclesiasticus. I think it's in 14. I don't know. I'm gonna go find out though. Right. Wow. Well, okay. Yeah, there it is, right there. Ecclesiasticus chapter 14, verse 7. Okay, let's start at verse 6. There is none worse than he that envieth himself. Right? That's the pride of the Edomite white man, the Caucasians. Okay? That's their pride. And this is a recompense or payback of his wickedness. Right? Verse 7. This is my point. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. Right? So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua gave the earth into the hands of these Edomite devils for our punishment of not keeping his law, statutes, and commandments, what we promised on the Mount Sinai that we would do. Moses, being his servant, and Aaron, his high priest, with an olive branch dipped in blood and hyssop, blessed all of the 12 tribes. And at that point, we were married to the Most High God, and he watched over us. We never lost a battle as long as we kept his commandments. Not one time. It tells you that in the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 17 through 19. Right? You know, we never lost a battle. But when we turned against the Most High God and started worshiping all these false gods and Cicero Boys, your punk bitch superstar, we've been at the bottom in chains and darkness ever since, the chains of darkness of our flesh. Okay, we're in constant wickedness. Okay? Where our bodies are prone to sin now. As soon as we come out the room, we'll do something wrong right away. Okay? That is part of the curses of Deuteronomy that Moses put upon us. Okay? He told us the curses of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verses 15 through 68, of the things that would happen to us if we disobeyed keeping the commandments of the Most High. And that's what happened to us, man. That's the reason why these goddamn Edomites are in control of everything. They fucked up everything. They ruined the air, right? They put look at Bill Gates' ass for crazy, or Gilly Bates. Okay, I'll take it back. Gilly Bates, Master Bates, right? Let's put him on there. Okay, he wants to blot out the sun. The sun creates the vitamin D. Okay, and puts it through absorption through your skin. It makes for clean, healthy kidneys. The kidneys absorb all of the toxins in your body that you put in it every day by eating genetically modified organic food and drugs and alcohol, for example. And the kidneys clean it out. They're your body's natural filter. And it comes out in the draft. Esau Edom pushes that the exit to push out all of the waste that your body produces as an entrance way for sex. This is what Esau Edom pushes. Okay, with that LBGTQ, XYZ, ABCD, EFG punk shit. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's a vexation to me, man. To make it against the law to refuse to marry two people popping each other in the fudge. Really? Okay. Romans chapter 1, verse 26 through 32 or 33 tell you that it's wrong to do that. But the Most High God had gave him up to the vile affections. That is a vile affection. To have, to be sexually or immorally or to be emotionally involved affectionately toward another man, if you're a man. Okay, that shit is vile. That's what the Bible teaches. But the preachers at church, they don't teach that. They teach God loves everybody. It don't matter what you look like. It don't matter what you do. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, which is another lie these Edomite devils push. Right? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. So, you doing what you want to do, doing it till you're satisfied, right? Well, the Most High is keeping you, so this way he will be able to melt you, like it tells you in Ezekiel 22 and 18. It tells you again the same thing in Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. Let's get them. Okay, and then I'm going to get to the lesson. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there. In the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Right? This is the place of righteousness because, like it says in the Lord's Prayer in the book of Luke, chapter 5, right? On earth as it is in heaven. The kingdom of God will be on earth as it is in heaven. That's the reason why the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, told Moses to make an ark of a certain way, out of certain elements, that he would dwell in it amongst the people through his spirit form, okay? Whilst they were in the desert to keep them safe. That whole 40 years, their shoes were brand new every morning. Their clothing was brand new, like it just came out of the goddamn, out of the shopping mall every morning. Men, women, and children, old and young. Okay, because it's in the desert, wasn't much water. Okay, so you can't wash your clothes. See, you're not thinking. Common sense don't work in your world. Common sense is not common amongst Israelite people. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Esau Edom set that up on purpose. So this way, we would be destroyed by our own foolishness and foolish, bad decision making. You see what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 17, I said, in mine heart, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall judge the righteous and the wicked. For there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. Right? Now, damn, I forgot what biblical scripture. Yeah, I forgot, man. It's all good. I'll be having so many of them. God, I tried to apologize, but whatever. Right? Okay, let's go get Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. Okay, let's start at verse 1, because I was reading it yesterday. Right? Well, actually, I was reading it last night too. Well, whatever, but, I mean, like I say, okay, was it the night before? Whatever, don't worry about it, I'll go off sometime anyway. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 1. Set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Right? And everybody's saying that shit. They got plenty. Like it tells you in 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, okay, that they shall, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Right? Says the same thing right here, just in a different way, and with a warning. Set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thine heart. And that's what the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, is trying to tell you as a warning. Okay? You know, the police will shoot the shit out of these guys with these dreadlocks, but anybody that keep their hair cut like they're supposed to, they'll probably get a ticket and move around. Okay? Why are they getting shot in the back with these dreadlocks, with the, what do they call it, what was it, some kind of vow that they take, supposedly. But Elder Monatizak Ba down in South Carolina, at GMS, South Carolina, you know, he said on his video that they worship unknowingly, unbeknownst to them, the Israelites, that they worship a false god, Shiva, and they call him the Shiva chakras, okay, which supposedly supposed to give them spiritual power or some stupid shit, like Samson, right? I mean, our people are so lost, they don't know what the hell to believe in no more. You know what I mean? That's the reason why he set us out here to try to set people straight. Our people walk past here, they see the pictures, like it says in Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31, but they won't do what God tells them to do. They hear our words. Our words is like a lovely song, or one that can play well upon an instrument, they hear thy words, but they will not do them. Roughly paraphrase. Right? Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 3, and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Okay? And 2/3 of our people, that's the reason why they do what they want to do, man. They believe the bullshit that that TD Jakes and Bishop Nate over at IUIC and that Sakari dude, what's his name? Tazariak and the rest of them idiots over there teaching the false gospel, the false truth of God loves everybody. White man can be saved too. GOCC punk shit. I don't get it, man. They got all of these different faiths and belief systems causing more and more confusion amongst our people. They don't know what to believe. They were set up to do that by Esau Edom, the so-called white man, for a check every month. All these bastards are akin and like unto Judas Iscariot, who betrayed the Son of the Most High God in heaven for 30 pieces of silver. Through a 501c3 tax exemption, they do the exact same goddamn thing. They take the bag and teach a lie and a false and false ideology and cause us a banishment in order to keep our people lost and confused. They do it on purpose, man. Our job is to set people straight, straighten them out, get them straightened out, man, before the Son of God get here. That's all we trying to do. Look, people come by here, they drive by here, throw up deuces, throw up all these other goddamn gang signs. Oh, Shalom, Shalom. You heard it earlier in the video. Young dude over here in front of the stoplight, talking about some Shalom. You know, you hear the words of the Most High God in order for repentance, but you won't do it. So Most High got something for you, right? Verse 4, Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 4, say not, I have sinned, and what harm happened unto me? For the Lord is long-suffering, and he will in no wise let thee go. So if you don't repent from the law, from transgressing the law and being a sinner, because the Most High God in heaven, he hates sinners, okay? And he bringeth them to the mighty day of their punishment, like he said he would, okay? Nothing's changed about the Most High God in heaven. He does not change. Malachi chapter 3, verse 6, I am the Lord thy God, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Consumed how? We would be swallowed up quick by these Edomite devils, man. Like it says in, I think it's in Psalm 103 or 123. I can't remember. Okay? They would have swallowed us up quick and destroyed us all together. Okay? But within the Bible, the Most High God put it on their spirit for the truth to be hidden from them. And they could come up with their own false ideology and cause us for banishment. Right? Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 6. Oh, verse 5. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. Concerning grace and mercy, right? Be not without fear to add sin unto sin. What is sin added unto sin? Iniquity. Okay? Sin is transgression of the law, but if you continue to add sin and transgressing God's law in every move you make, that's iniquity. Sin added unto sin. Right? Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 6, and say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins, right? With that law is done away with, do as thou wilt. That's where that bullshit came from, man. Remember, these Edomite devils had our information, our scrolls, and our truth, our history book in their hands to twist whichever which the way they wanted and to create a false idea of doing whatever they want to do in the land that was stolen by them through bloodshed. Don't forget, America was created on the pretense of, on the basis of bloodshed, theft, rape, and murder, right? Like it tells you in John chapter 10, verse 10, for the devil cometh for not, but for to steal, kill, and destroy. Okay, the only people that do that are the living embodiment of satanic power on earth, who are Edomites, right? To whom pertaineth the promise of destruction. They are the sons of perdition, right? They are the men of sin, right? They're the top guys when it comes to being a sinner that God hates, right? Like it tells you in Romans chapter 9, verse 13, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. It tells you that in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, or chapter 1, verse 3 and 4. Salakia. It tells you the same thing, man. Okay, and then when we try to tell you to your face what's going on, don't nobody want to hear it. You see what I'm saying? So what we try to do is we try to come out here and tell the truth to the face of our people, so this way they can understand what's going on. You know, it makes sense what they're doing. I mean, you know, that's what the wicked do. They do wickedness, right? The sons of perdition, that's all they do. They don't know how to do nothing righteous. Like it tells in Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10, right? So let's get it right quick. Let's get it. Okay. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. Right? So these Edomites, they don't know what righteousness is. Righteousness is passing unrighteous laws and unrighteous decrees, saying it's okay for two men to punch each other in the ass and punch each other in the fudge and get married. There's no life that can be taken from two men punching each other in the fudge. That shit is wrong. That shit is wicked. But like it says in Isaiah 26 and 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and not behold the majesty of the Lord, which is to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Did you see the other side? That's coming either this year or next summer. Guaranteed. Because paper money is useless. Ain't nobody using it. They want gold and silver. America ain't got none. That's why they're going to war. Okay? This is it. This is the only way we're going to be able to buy and sell. So we're going to have a major layoff. Right? When they have this major layoff, they have this thing called universal basic income. Universal basic income can only be received if you put this under your skin. You got your biometrics, you got your identification of who you are, and it's got your money. Okay? That's the only way. That's the 360, 666. All of the claims to the identification of the man. The biometrics, ID, your money. That proves that you are and who you work. Okay? That's it. 'em. Okay? I mean, that's the reason why we're out here, right? Thine eyes shall see thy teachers. The man was asking questions about his family because he's scared. He probably ain't got no job. You know, universal basic income for individual family like that. That's a perfect setup for them to take the goddamn MOTB. My job is to tell them to stay away from it, goddammit, and wait on the Lord. I was about to tell him what his name was, but a traffic light stopped me. I hope the brother and his family bring his family back so I can break down all of these pictures. You see, they was shook. Okay, you seen it. They was shook, man. I had to tell them something. Anyway, Isaiah 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. That's why he sent us out here in the spirit, so we can destroy that veil, reveal the truth to the people, whether they will hear or forbear, whether they're black or so-called blacks, so-called whites, Hispanics, Indians, Mesopotamians, whatever, fucking Arabs, I don't care, Chinese, Asians, Moabites, Ammonites, don't matter. Philistines, Egyptians, I don't give a shit. My job is to lift this veil over all people and the veil that has been spread over all nations, just like it said. Okay? Lift that veil of God loves everybody bullshit. Let people know that there's been a separation that has been put in this book, okay, the Holy Bible, King James Version of this book. There's been a separation between the children of Israel and everybody else. Okay? Now, I may have overstepped my boundaries by trying to get a brother a little hope. Okay, doing the best I can, telling him the only people that's gonna get out of here are Israelites. Okay? Israelites come in all forms, shapes, and colors. Okay? Since Esau Edom made by law having a skin color, right, made that an identification marker in their bullshit society. So the only way I could get these people's attention as quickly as I could, and within such a short space of time under a stoplight, okay, and they started asking questions. I'm trying to do everything I can to get my people out the way, man, for real. Okay, so yeah, I had to spark interest in the Lord. He'd probably go home, him and his wife gonna take it apart. If they got a problem, which I didn't get a chance to tell them how to do it, get on your Google search engine, open your Bible, and start typing in the meaning of these words and definition. Then go back and read it with the definition in mind. The Bible will take on a whole new meaning. Okay, it will take on a whole new meaning. It will open up areas of which you didn't know were there. Okay, and hopefully, in the name of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, it would spark hope. Give them hope. Give them an opportunity to be saved. Like it tells you in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders have good report. Right? Who are our elders? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. Okay? Esau is not going to get into the kingdom of heaven. He has been designated as the son of perdition, the man of sin, in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 through 6. Okay? This is what they're not telling you. Esau Edom, the goddamn white man, those Caucasians, they know who they are. You're the one that don't know. Okay? Okay, where was I at? Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breasts. Right? So that's the reason why it tells you in Isaiah 34 and 16, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. The prophet Isaiah is telling you to read the book. It's not a storybook. You have to read it precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, in order to put the picture together. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of our people don't know how to read the Bible. It's a book. They just read it like it's a goddamn storybook or comic book. Right? That's where the confusion comes in. Okay? Isaiah 28:13, but, verse 12, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. Right? And this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. Okay, now, the brother, he wanted to hear. Okay, well, he stopped the light twice just to get an earful while he could. His chick was over there on the other side of him trying to stop him from learning about the biblical scriptures. Okay, they was trying to do that shit on purpose, man. Ridiculous. Okay, so our women more than likely are going to make a lot of us try compromise when it comes to the RFID chip, that universal basic income I was trying to explain to the brother about. Okay, because that's the only way and only means to buy and sell here pretty soon. Because the US petrodollar is pretty much dead as of January 27. Because in January 27, 2024, the Arabs, they switched out all of their, said that they would no longer buy and sell oil to the United States using petrodollars. That was the last vestige, the last holdout that gave the US petrodollar any strength in the international geopolitical markets. Okay, since that shit's over with, paper, you can damn near wipe your ass with it now. The only thing that gives it value now is here in America. And when Donald Trump goes into office, I speak as a man, when he goes in there into office, he's gonna start pushing the visa, the international visa tracking system. The only way you could be a part of that tracking system, okay, is to have the radio frequency identification micro C-HIP, micro subcutaneous processor, subcutaneously put between your thumb and your index finger in your right hand or your left hand, or your forehead. The forehead they've already got with Elon Musk. Elon Musk has already succeeded in making the mark of the beast RFID chip for the brain. Okay, he succeeded already. Okay, so now this year, 2024, they're gonna start putting it in criminals. Okay, in order to give them their freedom. If they got a life sentence, we're gonna push you on a 10-year probation if you take this micro subcutaneous processor, or if you take this brain processor. Okay, you think they ain't gonna take it in order to get back out here in society, get boxed, get money, get drugs, and fit in with society? They're gonna do it on purpose in order to participate in a cashless society. Them are the first people these Edomite devils are gonna pick on. Yeah, keep laughing. Keep laughing. See that? Goddamn Edom, well, you probably didn't see it, but you know, Edomite devil, he was over there making fun. He was over here making fun. Okay. Right there by the stoplight. He was stopped right here. He was over here making fun. You know, laughing and giggling like it was a big secret or something. And the secret's been revealed. What the fuck are you laughing about, Edomite? This is your downfall. Us preaching your destruction into the air, that the Holy Spirit that walks up and down the earth will hear it and report it back to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, that we're doing exactly fulfilling biblical prophecy like he said for us to do before his return. But this goddamn Edomite punk bitch, he wants to laugh about it like it's funny. It's funny, right? I do what I do for free. They do it because they can make some money off of it. These Edomite devils. And they think it's funny. Okay? Right? Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin, which is iniquity. Okay? And in the book of Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7, it tells you that you're not supposed to do that. Okay? It says, be careful and fear that you do not add sin unto sin. Sin is transgression of the law, and sin added unto sin is iniquity. See? So it's telling you in 2 or 3 different places in the Bible what it means by definition. Okay, and 2/3 of our people don't understand or realize this. So our job is to tell them to their face, so this way they might have the chance to be saved. Hell, I'm telling the people what the MOTB is. Okay, what they call in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? What is this mark? I just explained it to you. It's the size of a grain of rice or the size of a dime. They're going to put the dime inside your brain or right inside your skull up under the skin and attach it to your brain, right? So they can use telepathy, right, through 5G and 6G technology and control your movements while you're in the bed asleep. You will be asleep, but your body is up doing whatever it wants to do. Just like you saw in that Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, where the symbiote had covered up his body, and while he was in the bed asleep, he was out robbing banks and killing people. Okay? Real shit, man. It's gonna be the same thing. These devils have a God complex. Okay? They believe that they're God on earth. The Edomite devils. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Caucasian. Okay? I'm not preaching hate, I'm telling you what the Bible tells you. Okay? The Lord told you to seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. It tells you again in 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Right? Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the words of truth. See? And that's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. Right? And it tells our people, and it also tells our people, hey, we're not supposed to depend on Esau, Edom, the white man, for anything. We are supposed to depend on the Most High. Let's go and get it. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20, then I'm going to try to get back on track. Okay. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, right, of the 12 tribes, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. Who smites us every day? Where we stand up boldly before the face of such a people that have afflicted us, that make no account of our labor. Right? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You know? So what we try to do is everything we can to try to teach our people what's going on. You see what I'm saying? You know, you see police up here trying to intimidate. Fuck them. Okay? I'm not intimidated by them. They put Paul Apostle in jail, right? They put Yahushua HaMashiach, the Son of the Most High God in heaven, who ain't busted a grape in a fruit fight. They put him in jail. They put him to death for nothing. Okay? So when we took this upon ourselves through the grace and mercy of the Most High that's been afforded us through the Holy Spirit, that we named the Holy Ghost, right? We came out through the works of other men, upon the basis of other men and their teachings of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. So that's what we try to do. We try to do everything we can to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High and fulfill prophecy at the same time. You know, so that's the reason why I'm fully persuaded to come out and preach. I'm not here by myself, y'all. Check it out. Okay, it's a lot of us out here by ourselves. We're not with Great Millstone, but we believe in the preachers and teachings of our apostles and elders that we've accepted as our apostles and elders and our leaders. Okay? So we come out here and preach the gospel to the 100%, whether you will hear or forbear, just like they taught us. Okay? So that's what I do. A lot of our people here in Wichita, Kansas, do racial bigotry because remember, Kansas was one of the last states in the Union to stop slavery. It was the absolute last state to put an end to slavery, man. So these people held on to racial bigotry and prejudice and paranoia the longest. Okay? And our people out here that can't read. So I made a lot of these pictures that give people hope by reading it. And maybe those individuals could explain it to other family members. So by this way, I hope to lift the veil, the covering cast over all people, and the veil that has been spread over all nations in this fashion, while also coupled with teaching and giving people an answer of the reason why we're out here, which is another fulfillment of biblical prophecy in Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 15 and 17. 15 through 17, yeah. Okay, well, the people ask, why do you come out here? Let me get it. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get back on track today, boy. Okay, Ezekiel. Okay, it was Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 18, Salakia. Okay, and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Right? See these? And people come by asking questions, or they stop on the stoplight in the middle of the street just to check out the pictures. Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? These are the modern day rendition of the two sticks. Ephraim and his companions, and Israel and or Judah and their companions, to be combined together on one stick. In other words, to bring the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that these Edomite devils have so cleverly set us against each other, right through the Willie Lynch doctrine. Willie Lynch doctrine, Google it. Read about it. This is the reason why you hate your brother. If you light-skinned, you hate the dark-skinned Negro. If you Latino, you hate the dark-skinned Latino. Okay? If you're light-skinned Indian, you hate the dark-skinned Indian. That's why. Go Google it. Okay, 2/3 of it. Okay. For example, this sign right here, it has the 12 tribes of Israel all together on one piece of wooden board. The wooden board is as a representation of the stick in Ezekiel 37. Okay, this picture shows a combination of all 12 tribes together. And when we try to explain this thing, people say that the 12 tribes don't exist. 10 tribes are lost. No, they're not. We've been scattered through all nations. And based on the fact that we've been scattered through all nations, okay, we've been scattered, we look like the nations. That's the other part. When I was trying to explain to him on the street corner earlier in the video, I never got a chance to get around it because he had to take off. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, now let's get over here to Ecclesiasticus chapter 5. Yeah, see, I told you. Those that have sold out, you know, come straight out of church as a preacher, right? Rolling down the street with 26s, brand new truck. I ain't even got a job. Banging every chick in church. Okay, real shit, man. We trying to tell you the truth, what's going on. Right? See, Esau, Edom, and these witches. Okay, they're trying to make the wind blow. But I hope that the Lord won't allow these devils to succeed against me and knock my camera over. Okay. But anyway, Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 6, and say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins, for mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. Right? For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and he bringeth them unto the mighty day of their punishment. Okay? Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 6. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 6. And say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins, for mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. Verse 7, and my point, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. What's the day of calamity? Well, let's go to Amos chapter 5, verse 18, and get a greater in-depth view of the calamity. And Proverbs chapter 1, and we'll put them together. Okay, but okay, let's stop at Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 11. Therefore, I am full of the fury of the Lord. I am weary with withholding in. I will pour it out upon the children abroad, and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husbandman with the wife shall be taken, the age with him that is full of days. Right? This is the calamity of Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that there is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The he that is going to be saved are the hidden ones found in Psalm 83 that are not yet aware that they are the Israelites of the Holy Bible. Our job is to tell them and show them how to study for themselves and have faith and belief in the names of Yahweh and in the names of Yahushai, which are going to be far few and in between, to find these individuals here in these last days as they go forward to chase after the bag. As Esau Edom makes things more oppressive to our people, where they cannot no longer afford to live. The curses of Deuteronomy are turning around upon the Edomites. They too are finding oppression, and it's harder to survive. More and more of these Edomites are moving to the so-called black neighborhoods, so-called Latino neighborhoods, because the rent is cheaper. Why? Because of the people that live there. Right? That's a form of gentrification and redlining. Gentrification, Google it. Redlining, Google it. So you can get the definition of what these Edomite devils have been doing since we came out of slavery during the Emancipation Proclamation. These devils were afraid that we would have the right to bear arms as United States citizens. So they created the Ku Klux Klan, and they raped, murdered, and pillaged right until this day. Thousands of our people just hang us from a goddamn tree for fun. Hang us from a fucking tree for sport. Okay, that's what they do, man. These people cannot change. Like it tells you in Psalms 55 and 19. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall afflict them, he that abideth of old, Selah. And he's afflicting them by changing the curses of Deuteronomy 28 upon them, the Edomite Caucasians. Okay? Yahweh shall afflict them, he that abideth of old, Selah. My point, because they have no changes. Therefore they fear not Yahweh. They don't fear my Father. They don't fear him in heaven. Matter of fact, they think that they are him. Okay, they put his face up. They put up the face of a gay homosexual man, Cicero Borgia. Okay, over here in the corner. See over in the corner by the post? They put his face up and said that he's God. And he got 2/3 of our people worshiping him as God on earth. You know, that's crazy shit. That's crazy, man. And Esau Edom is guilty of that shit. Right? The fear of the Most High God over 2/3 of my people has been taught them by the precept of men, generation after generation after generation, from Big Mama to her daughter, to her daughter, to her daughter, and those women teach the kids wrongly, sending them to church. Okay, all that is a prison for the mind, the law, your heart. You see what I'm saying? And keeps our people in shackles under the false precept that God loves everybody. Everybody can be saved bullshit. That's not what grace was for. Grace was to cover the elect, the hidden ones in these last days, so this way they can repent, they can practice the righteous acts, and they might be saved. 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die, like it tells you in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but 1/3 shall be left therein. Right? And that 1/3 shall be brought through the fire of adversity, of oppression. Right? Of being put in FEMA camps. Okay, that fire of adversity is going to come in the form of Jacob's trouble. Like it tells you in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. There shall be a time that has not yet been since there was a nation on the face of the earth, roughly paraphrased. Okay? That time is Jacob's trouble, the Great Tribulation. Jeremiah, verse 6 and 11. Therefore I am full of the fury of the Lord, I am weary with withholding in. I will pour out upon the children abroad, and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken, the aged, and with him that is full of days. And their houses shall be turned unto others. Right? Where does that say that at? In the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 74. Right? Let's get it. And their houses shall be turned unto others. Right? Let's get it. 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 70. Let's start there. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay? Verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right? Those that fear the Lord and that thought upon his name. Malachi chapter 3, verse 16 says the same thing. Where the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and thought upon his name. His name is not Jesus. The letter J was created 600 years ago. If the man was crucified 2,000 years ago, there's a gap of 1,400 years. He was called something else. And when we try to tell them, they don't want to believe it. See, driving by, unbelief. Let not the incredulity of them trouble them, thee that speak against thee. For all the unbelievers shall die in their unbelief, or all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Right? What is faith? The substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Right? 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still destroying and spoiling those that fear the Lord. Verse 17, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. That was my point. Tells you the same thing in Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 11, verse 12. I shall turn thy houses unto others. See what I mean? Precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. Here a little, and there a little. See how the picture comes together better? Okay. Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. It says the same thing in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. Let's get it. I'll just go back and forth till I get to Amos 5 and 18. Okay. Zechariah. Verse 8. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. Salakia. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but a third shall be left therein. That 2 parts are the aged and the young men and the group of young men together. The husband and the wife, right? They shall be taken. Taken in the biblical scriptures means that you'll be deleted. You'll be subtracted from society. How they delete you is that if you don't want to participate in their caste for society, right, by not being a partaker of their MOTB system, right, their visa digital tracking system, right, that Donald Trump called it, right, which gives you a means to buy and sell and participate in their caste for society, they'll cut you off. You can't buy, you can't sell, you can't do anything. And when we try to tell the people the truth, they don't want to hear it. So he sent us out here, whether they will hear or forbear. You see these cars going by here slow? They tripping. They tripping on these pictures. Because I'm giving people a visual. Some people are visual learners. Okay? So I make so many pictures for visual learners. Okay? See what I'm saying? So we try to come out here and do the best we can and tell the people the truth to their face. Okay? That was an old Indian woman. A couple years ago, she came out here and she was asking questions. And she see me out here and I got more pictures. And over there in the corner by this other street light, where they parked that over there in front of that building you see in the background there, she was over there talking about, call halal Yahweh, Yahweh. That's what she said. That's what you heard in the background, man. She knows the name of the Lord and she practices it. And she prays to the Lord like I taught her in the name of Yahweh and in the name of Yahweh Shai. Okay? So I'm doing my best I can to try to get people to understand. I'm glad to see that she has not forgotten the name of the Lord. That's good to see. Okay? Right? Anyway, Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. But the third part shall be left therein. Right? The hidden ones, right? And I will bring the elect of the house of Israel. Those that are predestined to receive the salvation. That's what the propitiation was for. That's what the blood shedding of Yahweh Shai on the cross was for. It wasn't for everybody. That's the reason why everybody can continue to do whatever the fuck they want to do, but the elect have already been sealed. Our job is to get the stragglers out the street. Okay? and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Okay? And they shall call on my name. What is the name of the Most High? Well, I tell you, right? Yah-ha-wah-ha. Yahweh. Okay, let's get a clear picture in the sunlight there, if I can get it there. See? That's the name of the Father. Yah-ha-wah-ha. Yah-ha-wah-ha. Yahweh. That's what that old woman was talking about, and put her hand up in the heaven. Okay? This is the name of the Son. Yah-ha-wah-shai. Yah-ha-wah-ha-shai. Yahweh-shai. Yahweh-shai. Okay? This is the ancient Paleo-Hebrew language. The first language that was taught to anybody on the face of the earth. This is what the Edomites don't want you to know. They came up with that Assyrian script Hebrew, which is bullshit. Okay? I mean, it's not bullshit. I take that back. Salakia, I slip. Okay? But the Yiddish that they've added in vowel points into the Assyrian script Hebrew, which turned the meaning of the words to Yiddish. Thereby, the meaning of the words of the Most High God are without strength. They are without power. Okay? And they mean something else. You see? So that's why it causes more confusion to the biblical scholars. Because Yosef ben Yehudi is the biblical scholar that added in those vowel points. Okay? In order to sow confusion for generations after him. They can push this God loves everybody shit. Remember, these devils, like it tells you in the book of Daniel, they are wiser than Daniel. Okay? Okay, the children of wickedness are more astute than the children of light. Roughly paraphrase. I can't remember where that biblical scripture is, but I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna put it in my next video. Okay, real talk. Okay? Now, Zechariah chapter 13, verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, it is my God. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Says the same thing over here in Malachi, chapter 3, verse 16. And they that feared the Lord spake often one unto another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. Right? So 2/3 of our people have to know the name of the Lord, the ancient Paleo-Hebrew name. Malachi 3 and 6 states, I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Or else they would have swallowed us up quick. Like it tells you in Psalms chapter 123. Right? So, I mean, when you stop and think about these things, man, that's the reason why the Lord tells you to seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Okay, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. You have to put it together that way. If you don't, the Bible will confuse you. And the preachers and pastors at these churches, all they want is your money. If they say the law is done away with, why are you putting money in a copper pot by law? Okay, they want you to keep the law of tithes and offerings, but they want the law for you to do everything else you want to do is done away with. See, that's hypocrisy. That's the reason why I'm trying to convince my people to come out of this evangelical Christian bullshit. Jesus Christ is not the Son of God. If the letter J was created 600 years ago and the Son of God was crucified 2,000 years ago, there's a difference of 1,400 years that he was called something else. Okay? They're not teaching you that at church and Sunday school. Okay? They don't want you to know the truth. They want to keep you in darkness. And as long as you're in darkness, they will be able to keep power over you. That's my point. So study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the words of truth. 2 Timothy 2 and 15.
How long you gonna be here?
Okay, come on over here. Come on, ain't no sense of being scared now. Okay, hey y'all, check this out. This is my sister, one of my older sisters. Okay, you know, and I'll be trying to get my people to come up out of it, but the Lord gonna do what He wants to do in His own sweet time. Okay, it ain't got nothing to do with us. All we're doing is just planting the seeds. It's Him that will give the increase, nothing else. But yeah, I'm gonna be out here for another hour and a half. I'm hoping, you know, since I ain't got to go to work today, I'm gonna try to do 3 hours. Yeah. She out running with the kids. They going, huh?
That's your family?
Yeah.
When you get that?
I don't know, last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I seen you in some kind of...
Yeah, the little black one. Yeah, I still at home. Ain't no big deal. But anyway, y'all, okay, I'm still trying to preach. Okay. You know. So that's what I'm trying to do, try to stay busy in the Lord. If I can't do that, okay, I'm at work. Try. Okay. Okay, well, it's the reason why they can't hear, they don't want to hear.
No, they can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Well,
how is he saying the word and he up here?
okay, well, the thing about there is that most of these people, they get cussing, okay, mixed up with a curse from the Bible. Okay, cussing, okay, is anger. Okay, well, Yahushua Mashiach is guilty for foul language. Did he not call the scribes and the Pharisees whited sepulchres? Okay, that's just like calling them a peckerwood.
Is that saying MF, or is that saying B, or is that saying any of that?
Okay, the cussing words 2,000 years ago were different than the language now today. The English language didn't exist back then. So the meaning of the words, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, do what you got to do, man.
They've been calling us, what, niggas, before we was even born.
Okay. Well, how many times do they have to change who we are and identification as a people? They call us niggers, then they call us the colored, then they call us blacks, now we're African Americans. What's next? They change who we are every 40 years. 40 years is a generation.
Maybe, I don't care what generation.
You see what I mean? You don't care.
I don't care.
Okay, so why are you here?
I can't spend my whole time caring about what you call me or what you think about me.
You see what I mean? I can't, my people won't change, man. They ain't gonna do it.
But do you care?
What do you mean? As far as me cussing? Whatever? Yeah, I care about the people that are out here that need to know where I'm coming from, what I have to say. As far as the biblical scriptures.
But the other scriptures is cussing.
Are you upset about it? Why?
I just want you to clean your language up so you can get the people. So they
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay, I'll clean it up. I'll do the best I can. Since I bring offense, the word of God is offensive. Okay, that's fine.
The word of God ain't said nothing about it.
No. It's offensive. I understand. This is my other sister. Here you come, man. See? Whole family.
Oh.
Okay, y'all gonna be out here recorded for eternity.
Just like Daddy.
No. You're gonna be out recorded for eternity, straight up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, until they take down the internet. That's what they plan on doing. That's what that cyber
No,
attack.
that ACA,
AT&T, right?
AP, what is it? Activity Connected Pro? Yeah, they taking that down. Now I gotta pay $68 when I wasn't paying a $30.
You see what I mean? Ain't nothing else I can do, man. But like I said before, okay, my people are upset because I'm upset at the fact that these Christians at these churches making them put money in a copper pot, but not telling them the truth of the biblical scriptures. It's not telling them the truth. They're false prophets. Their job is to tell the people the truth. Okay, my family upset because I cuss a lot. I'm angry at the fact that my people are blinded to the truth. Not only my family blinded, but the people out here are blinded. My job is to do everything I can to get people to wake up. Okay, to the best I can. That's all I can do.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the point.
All these people are
The
driving by.
point is you're out here so that you can get the word across
Okay,
to the people.
those
got
that
to
can
hear.
hear. If they can't hear me, there's no offense. Okay?
That you don't understand.
The people that can hear, I understand perfectly.
When I first heard you on this corner, I was going down the car. He said their time is, and the first thing came out of your mouth was DML.
Okay.
And I heard it going down
And you
the
wait a
street.
minute. You've been offended about that ever since?
No, you still doing
Don't you
it.
ever use God's prayer.
You're
Don't do
still
that. The
doing
Lord's
it.
prayer. Yep, show him. The Lord's prayer. Don't use it no more, man, because you don't forgive him.
What they got to do with anything? I'm saying,
He can't forgive you.
Tony, check this out.
He can't.
Check this out.
What are you checking
You forgive, okay?
Wow. Okay.
But you don't want to forgive none of these people.
I never said I don't forgive them. My job is to wake them up and let them know who they
How they
are.
gonna hear you if you curse?
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
Well, they don't hear it.
They can't.
You got a
hear
Bible? Can you read?
because they be
You got a
like,
Bible? Can you read? Can you read?
Can you?
Yeah,
I
on a
can do
college
everything
level.
You can do on
Okay.
the college level.
Well, you
because
say that
I've
now.
been
Look,
there.
if you want to be offensive,
I've been there.
if you want to be offensive, just go on back where you came
I've
from,
been
man.
there.
What do you need all this
You
makeup
just
for?
gotta- You just got offended.
What? No. What do you got all this makeup for?
Because I like it.
Because you like it, or you trying to get somebody's attention?
I like it.
Okay. Well, you know what the Bible says about that, doesn't it?
Do you know what it says about it?
Yeah, I'm finna tell you.
What
Okay.
you gonna tell me
Okay.
about it?
You can tell the wickedness of a woman by her eyelids.
Wow.
Yeah.
You said you can tell the wickedness of a woman by her ways.
Okay.
Hello,
Her
I don't
eyelids.
want to hear nothing
How do you
else.
know about the eyelids then? Do you know anything about the
I already
eyelids?
know all about the ways of a wicked woman. The words
Oh,
that come out
okay.
of her mouth.
Ah.
Her eyelids.
Okay.
What eyelids
Let's
do
get
you
it.
see when
Let's
you,
get it.
when you look at a woman?
Ecclesiasticus, book
What
of.
do you see when you look at a woman's eyelids?
Okay.
If you
Nowadays,
got makeup on it,
there's too much makeup. Look
if
at.
she ain't got no
Well, here come the
makeup on,
police
what
fucking
is
in
it?
now.
Yeah, quit doing
If
that.
it ain't got no
Right.
makeup on,
Back up.
what is it?
Back up, man. See police over there. Back up. I'm not trying to go to jail, but if I have to go to jail for preaching the word, that's what I'll do.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what
Okay.
your
All right.
dad-
Well,
your dad did.
then. Okay.
That's
Well,
what they did in the
right. Okay. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 21.
I don't
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for her
Did you
pleasure.
go over there and get that out of the Bible? Or where did you get that word?
This word here,
How
out of
do
the
you
King
pronounce
James
that
Version of the
word?
Bible, man.
So what
They
did you
separated these books from that book on purpose.
You
And
got 12 of these books? Or 16 of these books?
no, I don't. Okay, all of these books that you just mentioned are in this book. Okay, the book of Judas, the additions to Esther. Why is Esther, the book of Esther, stop at chapter 3, verse 10, and then that's it, no more. Okay, second additions to Esther is in this book, and it goes chapter 3, verse 11, from that point, all the way to chapter 13.
To 11.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 13 chapters in the book of Esther. Okay?
According
But they
to-
took, what do you mean? The Biblical Destruction Group took these books out of the Bible in
Who is
16.
the biblical destruction?
The Biblical Destruction. Come here, let me show you something. Wait a minute, let's get the, no. If you don't want to hear what I gotta say, leave. It's that simple. This is the subversive Jewish writer, Morton Snyder, invented the term anti-Semitic in 1860. In 1860, this man was a part of the Biblical Destruction Group. The Biblical Destruction Group, our history. And why don't you, Nene, hey, this is what you do. 1681, white people were invented. Before then, there was no such thing as white people. There were no such thing as white people in 1681 before then. Really? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna sound real crazy. I'm gonna sound real crazy when you 30. Okay? The term is used to silence those that dare to expose Jewish crimes. What's a Jewish crime now? The extermination by genocide of the Palestinian people that can't fight back.
There's no such thing.
Right now, on the news, in front of the entire world.
There's no
Is that not a Jewish
They
crime?
can't fight
See, you can't tell these people anything, man. They won't listen.
that. Can't tell you nothing.
Okay,
You think
look.
you're the only one that's got the word, and that your word is
Okay, look.
bottom line.
Okay? See, them is my sisters, and they took that back, that wicked dragon's juice, right? So their pineal gland that allows them to pray and have faith has been calcified by that shit. They're against the Lord to do it. Here it is, Salakia. Let's get this one. Okay. Salakia, let me switch it around. Boom. Let's switch it around. Okay. What does it say? Anti blah blah blah. It's a trick. We always use it to stifle legitimate criticism of the JEWs and Zionist Israel. Right? It says it's a trick. Salakia, let's zoom in. What she said. Okay. Let's zoom in what she said. It's a trick. We always use it. When from Europe, if someone is criticizing Israel, we bring up the Holocaust. When in the country of the USA, people are criticizing Israel, then they are anti-blah, blah, blah. Okay, and the organization is strong and has a lot of money, and ties between Israel and the American-ish establishment are very strong, and they are strong in this country. Okay? And then when I try to tell her about the Biblical Destruction Group, all they hear about is what these Edomites have told them at goddamn church in Jesus Christ punk bitch. Okay? And they get mad because they say I'm out here cussing. Who gives a shit? I'm gonna tell the truth to the doom, whether they will hear or forbear. Okay? I didn't know it was that offensive to these motherfuckers. I don't get it. But that's all good. The reason why I brought these pictures out here because people are visual learners. That's the only way that they can see. If they see what the mark of the BEST is, maybe that will help them. Maybe that will wake them up. I don't know. But I'm trying to do what I can to save as many as I can and get them out of the way. That's what I'm trying to do. They want to talk shit. They want to be disrespectful. Come over here talking about some cussing. Cussing is not all this other. I'm like, girl, go some goddamn where, man. You over here disturbing my teaching. I'm out here trying to do what I can to save as many of my people as I can. Get their attention. I'm using anger and malice as a tool to get these people to understand where I'm coming from. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'm thinking maybe I am doing it wrong, but I can't get people to understand that. I try to take over to the Moritz Stein Snyder. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can find me a picture about the Biblical Destruction Group, right? Okay, I'm gonna try to get me a picture of the Biblical Destruction Group, right? So this way, the next time she run over here talking shit out the side of her neck, then because I ain't seen her in a year. And then first thing she do is she come over here and she want to be contentious against the Holy Spirit by the do best she can. Putting her finger all in my face. It's like, why is you wearing all this makeup then? You trying to catch a man, ain't you? Okay. What the fuck? I told you. I told her what it says in the biblical scripture. Okay. I know about the wickedness of a woman. What the fuck, man? And what do you want me to do? I'm going back. Because see, I was going to take her ass apart and break down everything that she was about. And that evil demon that has control of my sister, that got control of my sister now, took off and took her with him. Nothing I can do, man. Nothing I can do. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1 through 5. Let me find it. Because I was supposed to go to Amos. They just got me all messed up here. Come over trying to see, they glad I'm out here preaching, but they don't want to hear what I got to say. Right? Wow. Let's go to Ezekiel. Damn, they popped up. I did say Ezekiel, right? Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. Verse 31, and they come unto thee as the people coming, and they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy words, but they will not do them. Okay? So the people come over here, my people, my own family, it's gonna turn me in. It's like I ain't trying to go to jail today. You know what I'm saying? Being all contentious and shit. You're getting out of my face, pointing out of my face. Police sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like she's trying to get a motherfucker put in jail on purpose. Did you see that? You can't tell me that wasn't Satan. I don't give a damn. Everything makes sense. They did that on purpose. Okay? Yeah, keep on reading. What you gotta look out for next year. Look out. Donald Trump don't push this. This is the only way you're gonna be able to participate in national society. Okay? The 666 is this. Biometrics, identification, your money, your credit. That's the reason why they have the social credit score. How are they pertain to a man? 666. A man was created on this day. A man was created on this day. See? Try to tell them the truth, they don't want to hear it, man. They don't want to hear it. Yahweh Mashiach, when you get this video, it's just proof that all of the biblical prophecies are almost fulfilled, man. Come on, let's go. Come on, man, let's go. I need spiritual power so I can get back at all of this wickedness and evil, man. You know? But, like it says in 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 38, let's get it. Okay, 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 37, Salakia. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Okay, Yahweh, I get it, man. I get it, okay? Ain't nothing gonna jump off until the said measure be fulfilled, okay? So we can't rush nothing. That's what Judas was trying to do, was trying to make you do something that was not the will of the Lord, okay? Okay, and turned you in and all of this other stuff. You know, I get it, okay? I didn't get it before. Thank you. Hey, 2nd Ezra, chapter 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee before, right? The great tribulation, in Jacob's trouble, and the time of trouble such as not has been seen upon the face of the earth, and see my salvation and the end of your world. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth. And the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. Okay, so like it tells you in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51 through 54, our bodies will be changed from mortality to immortality, from corruptible flesh to incorruptible bodies. Okay, where it also says in Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31, that the Lord will take and write his law in our inward parts. Okay, in our mind, which is our heart, the law, right? So we will not go off. Our body will no longer be subject to sin. It will no longer be subject to the weakness of the flesh. Okay? Where we're subject to temptation at all times. The Lord Yahweh HaMashiach is coming, but first he wants to see if our spirit is strong enough for the new fleshly body that he's going to create and make for us. Right? Because it says right here, the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. Right? So we're going to go from corruption to incorruption, from mortal to immortality. like it tells you in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51 through 54. The only people that are going to receive this salvation, okay, are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the services of Yahweh and the promises. Also, the individuals that think upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai here in these last days, where the Lord is hearkening and he's hearing our words. He's seeing these video epistles, okay, here in these last days, okay, as they go up through wireless fidelity, the Wi-Fi, the unicorn, into outer space, where he can see what we're doing down here, as far as doing our best to fulfill biblical prophecy to bring about the downfall of these Edomite devils, these Caucasians. They gotta go. They are the only race of people that advocate for same-sex marriage. Okay? They're the only people that do that. No other race of people on the face of the earth do this thing, man. Okay? And they say it's okay under democracy. That's wickedness, man. Straight up. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 27. For evil shall be put out and deceit shall be quenched. Right? Because our bodies will be changed to another meaning. The earth and everything, all the works therein shall be burned up, like it says in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10 and 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Right? Looking for, like it says in 2 Peter. Okay? Chapter 3, verse 10, I ought to get it. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 28. As for faith, the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which hath been so long without fruit shall be declared. Right? So the truth has taken root in the earth. That's the reason why Esau Edom's kingdom is falling apart. Okay? Nothing is going to go right for these Caucasians. These individuals at the top. They're going to start receiving the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. That's the reason why you have more homeless white people than have ever been on the face of the earth. Happening right here in America. Babylon the Great. Mystery Babylon, the mother of harlots. The harlots are this freedom of religion ideology where you have all these different religions. Right? Episcopalian. Right? Donald Trump is an Episcopalian. Right? And a Pentecostal. Right? Will even run up and down the church aisle like a fucking a chicken like his head cut off. Jumping up and down, possessed with demons. You know, on Sunday, the vulnerable day of the sun. A day that was set up by the Roman Catholic Church. The Protestant Church, Protestant is long for protester. That's where the word Protestant comes from. It's for protesters. Those that protest against the unrighteous decree of the Catholic Church. Okay? They don't teach you that type of stuff at church. I tried to explain it to my sister, but she wanted to be argumentative and contentious against the law. She believes she can do whatever the fuck she want to do. You know, she took the wicked Satan's piss. Okay, and it calcified her pineal gland, right? Which gives us a doorway to speak in prayer through faith to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai himself through Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shai opens the door. He said, I knocketh, and he that openeth the door, I will sup with him, and he with me. I and my Father will sup with him, and he with me. Roughly paraphrased. The pineal gland, through faith, the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, gives you the ability to pray on your knees and ask the Most High in heaven for what thy need through his son, Yahweh Shah, and he'll provide it. Okay, but that's been calcified. You see, this is what happens, and she took the juice, and my other sister took the juice too, with their ignorance. You see, they come over here pushing their emotional standpoint and how they feel, what they feel. Okay, I'm trying to teach them the truth. They don't want to hear it. When I told them, look, when I took a stance as a man and went in straight into control, they took off running because they can't control me. I said, like it says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, right? Verse 3. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 3. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Get that? See? And that was pride. You saw a full, clear example of pride, anger, pissed off. I ain't never heard of the biblical destruction group. Ain't nobody else. See, she'll believe it if it come out the mouth of a white man, but if it come out the mouth of her own people, it's a lie right there. Right away, fuck it. I don't want to even argue. I believe what the white man say. I was gonna take her ass over here to this picture of Cicero Boys, your punk bitch superstar, and clown her ass again, but she don't want to hear that either. That's why she stayed away from that picture over there. See, I was gonna go right over to that picture. Remember, she grabbed me, right? Tried to get out in front of me to stop me from going over there. Because she knew I was gonna take her ass apart. Okay? Then I wanted to go into the wickedness of a woman in Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. She didn't want to hear it. She went, I know about the wickedness of a woman. All that other bullshit, man. I can't win. Even with my own family, they don't want to hear it. Elder Monakazaki got the same vexation of spirit down in South Carolina about his family, along with the other brothers down in Dallas and other brothers out there preaching the words of truth. Their family will not change under any circumstances. They're going to run from the truth as far as they can get. They'd rather hide with Esau in the caves and the clefts of the rock. Right? It's crazy, man. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And the day of vengeance is upon these Edomite devils, because the curses of Deuteronomy 28 are turning upon them. Okay? And the day of vengeance is going to turn upon my people, because they refuse to repent. That we out here, I'm making pictures so people can have a visual of what we're trying to teach. Okay? Right? Ezekiel 33 and 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness, trying to find the man. That's what my sisters out here doing with all this goddamn makeup on, with umbrellas, trying to fit in. You see what I'm saying? And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. Right? And when the words come to pass, and when this cometh to pass, and lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. Right? They're going to know that their little brother that they used to slap upside the head, right, and make to wash their clothes, right, and hang them on the clothesline out in the backyard, right, and go outside and pick up trash, right, was a prophet. Hell, I don't know if I'm a prophet. John the Baptist didn't know that he was Elijah. Okay? Isaiah 40 and 3 said that John the Baptist would come in the reincarnation preaching the word of the Lord. Okay? Saying, make ye way straight for the path of the Lord. Let's get it. Isaiah 40, verse 3. The voice of him that cried in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And skipping down, verse 4, every valley shall be exalted. Right? That valley is concerning the Israelites. We are in the valley of the shadow of death. Right? There's death over our shoulder everywhere we turn. You got police officers shooting us in the back with no weapon. Okay? You got police officers that are pulling us over for nothing. Okay? You got people at grocery stores. You go to the grocery store, or if you go to Walmart and you got security follow you around the store to make sure you don't steal nothing. But the white folks, they can go in there and stuff their shirt with all kind of shit and walk right out. Nobody bothers them. Okay? Get that. And every mountain and hill shall be made low. The mountains and the hills, okay, are Esau's government and the vassal states that adhere to the laws and free democracy, okay, of Esau Edom, where they have democratic government. And whatever nation Esau Edom has spread his wicked venom as the serpent, right? For he hides the truth underneath his tongue. So if the truth is hidden underneath his tongue, nothing but lies come out. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. Okay? They hide the truth underneath their tongue. If they hide the truth, that means they keep the truth away from you and tell you a goddamn lie and you'll believe it. Okay? And the crooked shall be made straight. Okay? So 2/3 of our people that are going to be cut off and die, when they come back in the reincarnation, they're going to come back as righteous people through the seed line of the righteous. Those that have been changed and turned into another meaning, where corruption shall be overcome. The truth that has been so long without fruit shall be declared, and the mortal shall be turned into immortality, and the corruptible shall be made into incorruption. You see what I mean? So through the seed line or the loins of those that are made of incorruption and have been changed to another meaning, the wicked 2/3 of our people will come back through them. And the kingdom of heaven on earth as it is in heaven. On earth. Okay? Because the earth and all of the works therein shall be burnt up. And as it says in Isaiah 24, Esau, Edom, and the Caucasians, okay, are going to be in the pit, right? And after many days, they shall be visited. After those many days, they'll be slaves. They're going to be visited by the tabernacle of the Most High on earth that dwell with men. That is Yahweh Shai. And he's going to give the command, right? For those of us that are left behind. Those that are left behind are the wicked 1/3 that are tried as gold and shall become through the tribulation period as gold in the fire, right? And when we come out, okay, he's going to give us a new body that have not tasted death from their birth, right? And the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain. Verse 5. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 5. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed. All flesh shall see it together. The glory of the Lord shall be revealed. It tells you the same thing in Matthew chapter 24. Let's get it. Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. The stars that are going to fall from heaven are thermonuclear warheads. Okay? The powers of the heavens that are going to be shaken, okay, is the power of the elite, the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, NATO, and the EU, okay, which are all institutions based on European so-called white supremacy and white privilege. Okay? This is the heaven of the Edomite Caucasians. Okay? White privilege and white supremacy. That's their heaven, to be above you, to tell you what to do. Not the other way around as the Most High God had intended. Okay? They shall be shaken. They're going to go into the caves and the clefts of the rock for the fear of the Lord and his hand that he shaketh mightily over the earth, roughly paraphrased. Okay? Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. What are the tribes of the earth? Esau, Edom, and the nations. Right? 2/3 of our people that have suffered the mental instability of Stockholm Syndrome, where they've fallen in love with their captors. So-called Black Americans are still captives in the land of our captivity. Whether you want to Bahir or forbear, it doesn't change a thing. It's still the same. Nothing changes with these devils. If you don't stop and open the door for one of these Edomites, they'll call the police on you. Okay? You go to jail. Right? Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Right? That's going to be these unidentified aerial phenomenon that these Edomite Caucasians are scared of. They're afraid. Like it says in Psalm 68 and 17, the chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. And the Lord, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. Roughly paraphrased. Okay? Where's the holy place? In the skies above us. They're scared to death. Right? Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. Right? They're going to be like, oh no! It's aliens! Oh, it's the Son of God! Run! Right? They're going to be trying to hide in the caves and the clefts of the rock, saying, fall on us and hide us from the wrath of him that sitteth upon the throne. Right? So they're going to go into the caves and the clefts of the rock, push the button for the dynamite to cave in on themselves, to stop the angels digging their ass out and putting them in chains and slavery, like it says in Psalms 149, verse 6 through 9. Let's get that. Then we'll get back to Matthew 24. Salakia. Psalms 149, verse 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. Who is they? The Israelites, the elect of the house of Israel, that have been predestinated to be saved in these last days. Right? The hidden ones, found in Psalm 83, verse 3. Right? Verse 7, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. Right? Who are the heathen? Who are the people? Esau, Edom, and the nations. Right? To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. That's what they're afraid of. You can go read it in Revelation chapter 6, verse 14. Or 12 to 14, I think. Right? Go read it. Don't be scared. I'm out here to tell you and bring understanding to 2/3 of our people and wake those up to have them start asking questions while the questions are out here. Okay, the answers are out here, because pretty soon there's going to be a famine of the word, like it says in Amos chapter 8 verse 11. They're going to cut off the internet. Then they're going to make it against the law to be preaching out here on the street corners. Right? To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute upon them, their kings and their nobles, the heathen and the people, Esau, Edom, and the nations. Right? To execute upon them the judgment written. Where is the judgment? To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Okay, what is the judgment written? To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. So Esau, Edom, and the nations are going to go into slavery for 1,000 years. That's the judgment written against them. Where is it also written? Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. Let's get it. This is the judgment written, right? Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Now, wherever the children of Israel, the Israelites, were scattered to amongst all the nations, did they not put us into slavery? Did they not put us into captivity, in chains and fetters of iron? That's biblical history. That's secular history. You can go and Google that, okay? And Google is trying to erase as much of that information from the history as possible, okay? So our words would have no credit, no strength, right? Because there's no way to prove it, okay? And then when we go back and show proof and pull the proof that we found before they started screwing around with the internet, they'll take down the video saying misinformation, medical misinformation, copyright, right? Shit like that. That's what these devils do to hide the truth, man. They hide the truth under their tongue. They don't want you to know the truth. If they know the truth, they would no longer have any control over you to make you do what they want you to do. You see what I'm saying? Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. I'll say it again. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. In Psalms 49 and 6, it says, let them be joyful in glory and give glory to the Most High on their beds, right? Okay, let's go back. Right? Let's go straight to 9. Psalms 149, verse 9. To execute upon them the judgment written, right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. What is the modern day sword? The gun. Poisons. Right? Dragon's piss that they try to shoot into your veins under false pretense. Okay? To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Praise ye the Lord. Who are the saints? Psalms 148 verse 14. He exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. The Israelites are the only people that came out of Egypt through the Red Sea. They just found proof that the people came to the other side under Mount Sinai through the Red Sea. They found melted sand, where it gives you a biblical perspective, right, of the great pillar of fire that came down before Pharaoh and his men. That pillar of fire melted all that sand and stopped them from attacking the Israelites that were currently going through the Red Sea that had been parted with the nostrils of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. They found proof that that pillar of fire came down. It melted all that sand with footprints, melted into the sand. It is solid stone and glass now. Okay? That go down several feet. Don't matter how much you try to trim off the top, the footprints are still there. They do the same goddamn thing to the Los Lunas stone in Arizona or New Mexico, wherever it's at. Los Lunas, New Mexico, something like that. Okay? The words of the Most High God in heaven, the commandments of the Lord, have been engraved in the Los Lunas stone in Arizona, okay? And they've been trying to scrape out those words for years, these biblical scholars, so they can continue in wickedness, pushing this evangelical Christian bullshit where God loves everybody, when he clearly doesn't. He tells you that he loves only one people, okay? Okay? We're going to prove this. They want to know who you are. They want some of your blood or biometrics in your eye. You know, because they have their actors doing that. They want your business identification. They want your money through your credit. 666. They all pertain to a man. Remember, a man was created on the 6th day. That's where they get it from. It all pertains to you, who you are. Man, woman, child, old, and young. Okay, so like y'all went off camera a little bit, y'all. Okay, but I was trying to tell the people what's going on, man. Okay. Okay, I was trying to tell them what's going on. They need to know. Okay? You know, like I said before, people are visual learners. So I made all these signs all the way around here like that. Okay? So the people could learn while they drive by. They stop at this stoplight over here. Okay? They can stop and read what I'm pushing. That's the reason why I made the sign so big. 3 foot by 2 foot. You know, that's big enough. Hell, they come up to here. They can see it. Think they can't? Okay. This is a deal of the 12 tribes. Look at where it's standing up at. See? It's big enough. They can see it. They can read it. They know what it's about. They know why we're out here. That's why I made all these signs. Because people in my town are visual learners. Uh-oh. One of my signs fell down, and once somebody walked by and pushed it down. I don't know. Let me go set it up. See what I'm saying? So, you know, I had to go set that sign back up because it fell over. I didn't see that earlier. Right? Wow. Get that. It went. Okay. Right? Let's get 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. Man, I ain't gonna never get to Amos, man. Let's get to Amos, man. Okay, let's go get Amos. Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on a wall and a serpent bit him. So Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation, and the day of the Lord are all the same. They're all being told you the same thing from the vision or the perspective of the different prophets that saw these things in the spirit. Okay? And they were all told you the same thing from different perspectives. That's like the people that go and watch these signs. They're looking at it from different perspectives of where they are or different positions and where they are on the street. You see what I'm saying? But the prophecy is still the same. They're just putting it in different wording for their time that they were in. Right? My sister was pissed off and angry because she says I cuss a lot. Okay? So what? Okay? I'm learning from a bastardized language called English. My original language is the ancient Paleo-Hebrew language. Okay? I no longer know that language. Thereby default, that makes me an Israelite Gentile foreigner that has been scattered amongst the land of my captivity, amongst my oppressors. Okay? The land of Israel, you have imposters that live there, calling themselves the Jews. They're liars. They don't believe in the Son of the Most High. They believe in Satan. They worship the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Okay? And that's what we try to do. Try to teach people the truth. You can't get the truth at church. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. They don't give a goddamn about you except you put some money in that copper pot. I got a job. I don't want nothing from you. My job is to tell you to the truth, to your face, that Yahushua HaMashiach is coming to exterminate 2/3 of his own people for being hard-headed, stiff-necked, and hard-hearted. Okay? Like an example in the video, my sisters. Okay? They refuse to turn away from white man Jesus, blonde-haired, blue-eyed devil that allows them to go to church with makeup on their face, with umbrellas on, with a fucking wig, trying to catch a man, dressed like a man. A woman is supposed to be humble, Did you see an example of my sisters being humble? And they just left church. Did you see them being humble? No. They proud as a motherfucker with their titties stuck out. Okay? And then they get mad about it. That's the reason why we don't like you preaching. I don't care if you like it preaching or not. My job is to tell you the truth to your face, whether you will hear or forbear. Whether you will hear or cast it behind your back. Okay, I will have done my job, and I'll receive a crown of rejoicing from the hand of the Most High Son, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Okay? Hopefully, I want to be elect, right? That will not taste of death from my birth, where I will be changed to another meaning of what it means to be a man. Like it tells you in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51 through 54, corruptible shall be changed into incorruption, and mortal shall be changed into immortality. That's what we hope for. These Edomites know that they're fucked after this. They are not going to receive any salvation or any mercy from the Most High God in heaven. Ain't gonna happen. Okay? Ain't gonna happen. Stop fantasizing about it happening. Okay? Now you have some of our people who are Israelite foreigners, such as myself, that have been scattered amongst the nations that look like the heathen. They look like these Edomite devils. The only way you can test them out is to test the spirit by the spirit. That's the only way to do it. We saw the spirit by, I tested the spirit by my sisters. They still are counted as heathen because they still believe in Cicero Borgia. Right? Now, let's go get to 2 Peter, or better yet, let's get 2 Thessalonians. Yeah, let's get that. Because see, my sisters was cut with the Lord's truth. It was cut. Trying to blame it on, I'm cussing. Who gives a damn? Okay? My job is to tell you, as far as the Lord is concerned, every word you speak out your mouth in English is a cuss word. Okay? Because it goes against the law, statutes, and commandments of what the Lord God told us. We're not supposed to be speaking a different language. We're supposed to be speaking Paleo-Ancient Hebrew and speaking one to another. Instead, we so-called cuss each other out using the English language. This is a language that was beat into us in slavery. Oh, how soon they forget. Everybody wants to forgive and forget. Use the Lord's Prayer, right? Thou shalt forgive thy enemy. No, that ain't what the Most High God meant by us forgiving our enemies. Okay, our enemies were supposed to be amongst our own people that talk and are contentious against us. As far as these other enemies, they have us in division. They have proverbs of reproach. For example, here's a famous proverb of reproach. If you want to hide something from a nigger, put it in a book. That is a proverb of reproach. Okay? Amongst these heathen. And they know it. They make fun of us every week. White man say he got lots of white black friends, right? At work. He got white black work friends, people he socialized with at work, but they ain't coming to his house to eat dinner. That ain't gonna happen for these Edomite devils. It don't work like that. Okay? So they telling you a lie to their face. Like I said before, they hide the truth under their tongue. That means if they hide the truth under their tongue, by default, they speak lies. Okay? See, common sense is not common amongst my people. You see an example of my sister come over here talking smack out the side of her neck about her emotions, about how she feels. It's not about how you feel, it's about what's in this book. Fuck your emotions. The Most High God in heaven is no respecter of persons. But she was taught that God respects everybody because God loves everybody. No, he doesn't. Romans chapter 9, verse 13, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. The Most High God hates sinners. And the people that he has dubbed as the wicked are the Edomites, the Caucasians. Okay? For the most part. They were never supposed to be that many Caucasians on the face of the earth, and they were never supposed to spread their wickedness through the four corners of the earth. It was never supposed to be like that. When the angels reported this back to the Lord, it was told the Lord was on his way back right then. Okay? Real talk. In 1969, the prophet Abba Bivens, who we believe is Elijah, come back in the reincarnation, like it tells you in Malachi chapter 4, saying that in the last days I will send you Elijah the prophet to turn the heart of the fathers to the sons and the sons to the fathers, or else I will smite the earth with a curse. Roughly paraphrase. That curse that the earth is currently being smitten with right now are the chariots of the Lord. These unidentified aerial phenomena that these Edomites call UFOs. Okay? Why here? It's very simple. Because the highest concentration of the Hebrew Israelites in the world is here in America. You have the highest concentration of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans here in this country. That's why you see the chariots of the Lord, like it tells you in Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1 through 3. Let's get it. Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Why would it be a flying roll? A flying roll looks like a flying donut, a flying tire, a flying wheel, a wheel within a wheel, like the prophet Ezekiel had prophesied about. A wheel within a wheel. Okay? A flying roll. A donut-shaped saucer. A flying saucer. Round in circumference. Okay? So like, hold on. Trying to make sure that the wind don't blow away, right? None of my pictures are blowing down, so I just spread them a little further to give them a stronger base of stability. That way they don't fall over. You know what I mean? Anyway, Zechariah chapter 5, verse 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I said, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Right? Then he said unto me, this is the curse. That's my point. This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. and I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts. And it shall enter into the house of the thief. Where is the house of the thief? America, Babylon the Great, the land of indigenous Holocaust and home of the slaves. This land was based on bloodshed, rape, and murder. Okay? And these Edomite devils, these Caucasians, are descended from those very self-same people that commit these crimes. Salaki. Okay? Had a telephone call trying to bust in. Okay? Zechariah chapter 5 verse 4. And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. The house of the thief is America. Salakia, y'all. Let me get this phone call. Salakia.